Let's be honest, guys, cryptocurrencies are about to have a total collapse, and that can happen at any moment. But here's the most interesting bit. This collapse is set to usher in the next age of cryptocurrencies. And if you've invested right, chances are this will be your time to shine. Speaking of which, have you heard about the Flare staking? It just so happens that Flare will now start staking on the 10th of January on BitTrue. How cool is that? That will completely change how we all view XRP. On top of that, if you remember correctly, back in December, Coinbase also announced that they will support Flare token airdrop. Anyway, before we get down to all the details of today's video, let's roll that intro. As always, welcome to Moneyside, your favorite crypto channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you get updates when we drop new videos. And don't forget to smash that like button, and you can always leave a comment or a question in this section below.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening.
Flip the switch.
So, Gary Gensler knew the truth the whole time. XRP is a bridge currency.
Or peso. That is called a bridge crypto, a bridge currency. That's in fact what Ripple was trying to do with an XRP. So Ripple is a company that started as a messaging, a payment messaging service to gateway Swift. And that messaging service, which we'll talk about more Thursday, has been adopted by many banks. More recently, in 2018, they rolled out a prototype of using a crypto token, XRP, as a bridge currency. I would say yes. If you have a lot of volatility, that means it's a less it could be cost. But if it's stable value, so you could lower the cost two ways: lowering the volatility of crypto, or lower the time. And XRP believes they have a solution that can be down seconds, and thus even if it's volatility, in seconds it won't watch. And the friction will be that you have to sell dollars to buy XRP, and then sell XRP to buy peso, or you could interpose any bridge currencies. One of the most significant opportunities for stable value tokens that we'll talk about a few classes is maybe what we call it as a bridge currency for cross-border.
When you listen to this audio, it becomes clear that the current lawsuit against Ripple has nothing to do with the sale of securities. It just seems that Gensler might have a personal vendetta against the company, or someone is telling him what to do.
Coming that will change everything. They know once America and the Western world see what's going on, when people really understand, things are going to change. So it's a race. Do we wake up before they put us in a cage, a digital cage? That's really what's happening. So I don't know when, but they need us in a digital cage, and the best way to do it, and the last way to do it, is a total meltdown of the financial system of the West, because that's when you change everything.
The central bank digital currency, in my mind, will be the key flashpoint when I think it all comes apart.
When you talk about central bank digital currencies, in order to drive people into the CBDCs, the digital wallets centrally controlled by the government or the central bank, they have to create a financial emergency, don't they?
CBDC, central bank digital currency. Yes, the Fed coin is here. Now, they rolled it out on Wednesday. That was the only day they could do it, because they've been denying that any of this stuff was happening, but they could only get it when no one was paying attention. So they rolled it out, and it's in its beta test now. This is a Federal Reserve digital currency.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So one starts as a digital, the other one has to be Transform digitally. So they've cut that transforming part out, and that's the part where it gets really sketchy. I think maybe we should start having the conversation, because this is coming. Maybe we should start having the conversation of, gosh, this looks like the mark of the beast. Let me tell you about the plan to retire the US dollar. Right now, there is a race going on for digital currency. It's a three-horse race, and Bitcoin is not in it. It's the US, China, or the IMF, the World Bank. We are looking for what is going to be the world reserve currency. What is going to replace the US dollar? Russia and others are pushing out digital currency, et cetera, but they're a tiny portion of the global currency power, and they're really not relevant, in my opinion. The US Federal Reserve is behind China on the actual digital currency implementation. China already has the digital renminbi. It is renminbi is the people's money in Mandarin. However, even though they've already pushed this out and they're already using it, the U.S. is way ahead when it comes to potential adoption. 70% of international financial transactions right now are settled in U.S. dollars. This is what gives our dollar any kind of value now, whereas only 1.5% of the global transactions are settled in Chinese money. And so the plan is to issue a digital U.S. dollar and then automatically convert U.S. dollars from the old U.S. dollars to digital U.S. dollars, DUSDs. Okay, the banks would issue the DUSD at some ratio that the Fed would set. Now, here's why this is so important for you to be ahead of the curve on. The money in your bank account will suddenly become US or DUSDs overnight. But that doesn't mean that it's going to be dollar for dollar. In fact, the Fed is going to be deciding how much loss everybody takes. The Fed will also offer US dollar cash holders, physical cash, but not in the banks, to cash in old USDs for new DUSDs for some time period, 6 months or a year.
It's time for the U.S. to wake up. Central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, are about to hit the market, whether we like it or not. And the Fed has been denying that they're working on a CBDC. And we need to accept the fact that XRP is the bridge currency of choice, because when CBDCs hit the market, we're going to need XRP. So guys, if we don't wake up in time, we could be looking at a whole new world power, and the U.S. won't be anywhere close to the top countries. The only person standing in the way of America and the future is Gary Gensler. He is also the one individual who caused the biggest collapse of cryptos that we've ever seen. When FTX fell, everyone thought that it happened by chance. But the truth is, Gensler already knew who ran FTX. In fact, they both had a close relationship. On the other hand, XRP has always been listed as the banker's coin, and that's because it's favored amongst bankers and other financial experts, despite Ripple being in court with the SEC. It's as clear as day that the lawsuit has nothing to do with the effectiveness of this coin or the future of crypto in general. The government appears to be trying to intentionally slow down XRP so that they can come up with something that's similar to it. So what do you think? Are we about to witness the end of this court case, or will Gensler and his team come up with another excuse to delay the court case further? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. As always, please do your own research and always trade safely, guys. Please keep in mind we're not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. You can always let us know what you think in the comment section below and start up a conversation. Thanks as always for watching. Couldn't be here without you. Don't forget to like this video, and please click on that subscribe button below and turn on notifications. That way you'll get informed whenever we post our amazing content. Thanks again, and we will see you on the next Money Side.